Yes, good morning, students. My name is Deepak Ganwa, student of St. Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, and I was teaching you in store cashier and merchandising. And today's class will see what is retail management. Okay, so retail industry we have two portions: unorganized sector and organized sector. Unorganized sector is what basically unorganized sector. Basically, the organized retail stores contains small general stores, street side vendors and local retailers such as fruits and vegetable sellers. These people does not have a technical and financial knowledge about the retail industry. Most of the sellers are not even registered taxpayers. In organized sector, the organized retail stores contains group of chain um, of stores with the proper distribution network. It helps the increasing the work efficiency, managing the cost, and also generates more employment. Now, what is retail store operation? All the activities that are necessary to create a well structured business process as well as help to run a retail store with high efficiency come under the retail store operation. Now, what should be the store environment? Following are the points we should take care about your store environment. Select a location that is easy to discover and reach for the customers. The look and the design of the stores and also the signboard should be attractive enough to grab the attention of the customers. Display merchandise and products outside your outlet so that the customer can easily make a decision to enter your store. The next is what you should maintain the floor, interior, ambience, temperature, and other physical condition of your store. Now, what is inventory management? What is inventory management? There are few points which we have to take care of stock management in our business. I'll teach you one by one. One is always keep a rough calculation of demands for different products that you sell. It helps you to maintain a wide range and predict your sales. See, this should not be happen. You are just ordering, and you are not able to sell all the products. So you should have the idea of the demand, what things are in demand this time. So you should order only those quantity in bulk, and then should sell. Okay, so always keep a rough calculation of demand for different products that you sell. It helps you to maintain wide range of products and predict your sales. Then next comes you should always balance the inventory and prevent understocking and overstocking. Okay, because less stock cannot fulfill the demand and your running capital might get stuck due to overstock. See, you should have the idea which project demand is high in the market, right? You should order only those products. Right, example, this time is the COVID time, so this time pulse oximeter is in very much demanding project for everyone. So we should this time if I tell you, so this time is the pulse oximeter is a very demanding project. Pulse oximeter everyone should sell. Okay, this should not be happen. This time you are selling only cars or only those products which is having less demand this time, right? So always keep this in mind. The next thing, there should be enough space for the procurement of the store. You should have a proper uh, uh, storage capacity, right? So that you can so that you can store your stock. Okay. Next is it is very important to stay updated with the launch of new products. from different brands. Okay, you should stay updated with the new products and the brands. Okay, the quality of the product you sell or the service you provide should never be compromised. Quality should never be compromised, otherwise customers will not come back again. Okay, so always clear deal with the trusted suppliers that deliver your orders on time so that you don't have to face any shortage. Sorry for interruption. Now sales management. Now sales management. What is sales management? If the anyone of the company who can make it or break it, following are the points you should take care about your workforce. Whether more or less experience, always hire skilled staff and never tolerate underperforming members. Provide uniform to every staff so that they can look more professional. If any employee directly interacts with the customer, then make sure he is always well groomed and have good communication skills. Right? The sales pitch of the employee should be convincing so that the customer agree to purchase the product they suggest. Now provide them training to improve the level and necessary updates in a regular interval. Now is customer experience. If it is a key to build a loyal customer base in any business, following other points you should take care to provide the best customer experience. You run a self-service store, keep the products in separate departments according to their category, size, color, etc. so that the customer can easily find any purchasing they need. Next is if you have employees to attend the customers, then they should assist them as soon as they enter the store. The next, greet your customers while they enter or leave the store. If you belong the service industry, then the customer must be satisfied with your all services. Build up the customer relationship with a healthy conversation and give them a reason to become a repeat customer. Now comes payment handling. So, if one of the major important processes for any business to survive in the market, following are the points you should take care of in cash handling. Use the cash register counter to arrange the counter cash properly. Next thing, provide the facility of cashless transaction with POS machine, UPI or any other digital payment method. Hand over the authority to control cash to the trusted person only. If you provide the credit policy to give facility to the customer, then make sure you can recover it on time. Then make a habit to track the cash flow of your store on a daily and monthly basis. Now we come on shoplifting. What is shoplifting? Shoplifting, a theft activity where the person pretends to be a customer and steals the goods from the store. Following are the points you should take care to prevent these activities. First one is make sure that all the products are properly arranged at their price. Next, install mirrors and security cameras in your store for the surveillance of the activity. Do not allow the customer to take any kind of carry bags inside while entering the store. Pay attention to everyone individually while attending more number of customers simultaneously, and put anti-theft tags on your products if possible. Okay, now we'll see about refunds, returns and refunds. You have to face it many times due to any reason. The customer wants to return the product he purchased. Following are the points you should take care in their situation. So use experimental marketing by letting the customers try the product before buying. Next, honesty, tell them the pros and cons of the product and let them decide whether it's suitable for them to buy or not. Make them your customer aware of your return policy before they purchase anything and always stick to it. Okay. Then misbehaving with the customer, they return any product is not a sign of good retailer. Handle them gently and leave a good impact. If a customer returns the product, never exchange with the money. Ask them to select a replacement. It will balance your sale. Okay. So retail management softwares. The best way to automate the operations of your store is the use of retail management software. These are many software available in the market. You can purchase any of them according to your requirements. Number one, it is help to keep track of the inventory, sales, cash flow, staff attendance, etc. It helps to keep track the inventory, sales, cash flows, staff attendance, etc. You can analyze your top selling and least selling products of your store. It becomes easy to save the contact details of the customers and target them for remarketing. The monthly reports can help you analyze the buying behavior and pattern the customer. It saves your time and accounting and many calculators so you can focus on the other operation using that time. So that's all for today's class. I hope you understood the session. If you have any type of doubt, then you can ask me in the session. You can ask me your doubt in comment section. I will tell you in next class.